Hello. I've been making many attempts to make clear on what I'm calling as movementless yoga or healthy natural breathing, or let's just say Samudra Manthan. Yeah. Now, this may seem like, oh, mythological or big, like you have a mountain and then you have the Sur and yes, Sur and Rishis and, a big snake and churning the ocean of the milky ocean of milk and Amrita and the apsaras and gems. And so that's our idea of Samudra Manthan. For me, Samudra Manthan is just normal, ordinary, harmonious living. Nothing fantastic. I mean, nothing less fantastic. Because reality is so much better than fantasy. And we tend to have a lot of hallucinatory ideas about what uh, seeing is, and our senses offer a lot of visuals and auditory effects, and our body also has endocannabinoids. So giving us ample material for going into our own little world. So being in reality, in the present moment, and not be hijacked into the past or the future, takes its own circus, takes its own effort in such a way that it actually consumes calories. Yeah. And you got to eat the right food to enable being in the present moment to happen. Otherwise, you get hijacked into past, present, or your idea of present, your own idea of future, and predictables, and then, visualizations and lucid dreaming and all kinds of stuff, which is quite fantastic, but not in reality. Yeah, because reality is so much better than fantasy. You can make your sci-fi movies, and let me tell it very simply. There's a person making rockets to fly off to Mars. Yeah. And that's a dream they say is worth waking up to. And then, I watched a video saying that that's the dream worth waking up for, the best out there. And I'm thinking mine is better. Because I'm saying we can live in life in the multiverse from Earth. And to make my vision clear, I will put up a presentation on what my vision looks like. So much better. Yeah, because reality is so much better than fantasy. And one of the challenges, according to the video that I saw, is about the fire in a person's make. Yeah. So there is the earth, water, fire, air, spirit, space, which when a little more, yeah, or rather, keeps you up and then do not allow you to sleep to the point that does it keep you up so much that you can think about living forever and ever and ever. Yeah. Doing the work of living life in the multiverse. But at least Mr. Elon Musk, Elon Musk, he did one good work. Yeah, he does, and that is to scare the bejesus out of me, like the prodigal son. Yeah, I'll fly off. Yeah, Earth is like after so many cycles of evolution, created human beings, and he's saying I'll fly off to Mars. Yeah, so his insistence about flying to Mars has gotten me scared enough to start speaking. Yeah. So that's some good work. Yeah, so there are many people who are doing such things, like um, the person who does Mission Impossible. Yeah. So people are doing things um, which stretches, which does things which hold space for what human beings are capable of. Because movementless yoga, what I'm calling a Samudra Manthan, is nothing short of wonder, but you got to learn how to do it. Yeah. So to maintain the clarity of the water in your own body in such a way that you're not getting hallucinations can be in reality, and in such a way that you live in the garden of life. You're all on earth to live in the garden of life such that others around you are inspired to do the same, and thereby their own gardens of life becoming better. Okay. So and thereby life enlivens in the multiverse. Yeah. Okay. So this may all sound fantastic. This is to be experienced. And so I will begin to try and capture a little bit, encouraged by the previous videos that I've been making about different topics, with this background. It's clear, kind of blurred, but it's more transparent, translucent. Yeah. So with that background, to make the matter more clearer, so I will attempt to speak on this matter, on what I'm calling as Samudra Manthan, or movementless yoga. And I've been healing the fabric of time space, which helped, at least to my counting system, thrice at least, to lift up lockdowns. And through informed sources, I'm led to know that that's happened many times, because I don't get the goodness of the matter very easily. So if it took 3 times for me to recognize that I was doing something by which the lockdowns were lifting, I don't know how many times this has happened. Yeah. So because I have a doubting, I tend to doubt myself. My self-esteem hasn't been very great, but maybe that's also how I'm required to be to live a life less ordinary, and then to do that which is required to be done, to walk the middle path between yin and yang, between good and bad, all of that stuff, between complementary opposites. Yeah, to walk that middle path. So life has had to find ingenious methods to let me know that I'm on the right path. Yeah. So I'm having life work. Yeah, life beyond stoves. I'm in India. Yeah, India took a drift from Gondwana land and then joined Asia, from the Himalayas. Yeah. And we're talking about yoga from India. Yeah. India originated the International Day of Yoga. Oh my God, I'm still not over that. So, encouraged by all of that, yeah, live actually brought a video to my attention. Yeah, India did this. Okay, so encouraged by that, since it's taken a long time for the internet and all to form, internet and computer and all of it to form, I will attempt speaking about my version of Samudra Manthan to say, how have I been healing the fabric of time space? It takes some time because we tend to get hijacked in our own flights of fancy. Oh, this means that and hence that. Yeah. So I'm saying something, go off in another direction. So I will go really, really slow. So you get a little sense of what I'm calling as it's information technology. Yeah. Forming from inside, or rather the incorporation technology. How to incorporate by embody our life. Yeah. Such that we can have earth like infinite patience. Yeah. To walk in faith, you say, you might not be seeing signs of life and living in a multiverse. But I have a video to say that India has done things which has not happened before. So more evidence, continue. So I will talk about it, and I will show my vision of where I'm headed towards. It is so much better than flying up to Mars. Yeah. And forming colonies there. So since a lot of people have done a lot of work in, according to their life sense, that this is to be done, my life sense is continue. Yeah. So movementless yoga involves 6 senses. I've put up my AS, administrative statistical system. It's more like the basics of what I'm going to be covering. What is some of the basics that needs to be covered in having the benefit of movementless yoga? Samudra Manthan. Healthier natural breathing. So there's a video in the channels list. Yeah. ASS. Okay. And there is 6 aspects: earth, water, fire, air, spirit, space. There's another 6: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, knowing. Yeah. There's another 6: food, water, work, fun, clean, rest. Yeah. There are other 6s. It's all there in administrative statistical system. Now, what I mean by this, take some time making clear. Yeah. So I will begin with something that we are more likely to be familiar with. And that is warmth, moisture, softness. Okay. Once we get a little more familiar with that, it becomes easier for us to then appreciate our own body's composition in terms of the 7 dhatus that Ayurveda is talking about. Rasa dhatu, Rakta dhatu, Medusa, Mamsa, yeah, Mamsa, Rakta dhatu, Majja, Shukra, 7. So when we say 24/7, marriage with life requires, like, we all have 24 hours in a day, and 7 layers, 7 dhatus by which our body functions. So maintaining the composition of our body healthy enough is what allows us to be healthy and amongst the living, such that we can have patience, infinite patience, just like Earth. While we may not be able to see through all the fog, where are we headed? What is there? What are you talking about? It's called walking the path of faith, in faith. As you're doing the right things keep happening. Yeah. So they say, Karmani vadika raste ma phaleshu kadachana. Keep doing the right thing, the work that needs to be done. And that in itself is an offering. Yeah. Because every attempt at doing the right things counts in the whole scheme of things. Okay. So I'll put up some more information on what I'm calling as my conscience, so you can see my scheme of things. Yeah. The grand scheme of things can be then, we can collate information. So the Shri Chakra is quite a representation, but the Shri Chakra needs some more finer details, which I put as my conscience. So the Shri Chakra and my conscience needs to be put together. My conscience will be inside the dot of the Shri Chakra. The center, the dot, my conscience will be like inside it. Yeah. So when we zoom, yeah, you have my conscience. So I will put up one picture by which you'll be able to see the entire thing. So in my conscience, there is from 1 to 432, yeah, numbers. So to represent all of that takes a little bit of work. But we got lots to learn. Meanwhile, we'll develop the patience, yeah, to contain the good things are coming. And for that, we need to be able to maintain a body healthy, wealthy-wise, and have our patience and ready our substance for good things. Yeah, like you have a welcome drink and then appetizer. Yeah, like when you go for attend a buffet. Yeah, so you can prepare your system for good things to come. Yeah, so, and it needs to be in such a way that the water of your body is getting clearer. That's when you can taste the fine. It's a fine dish, fine living. Yeah. So to have a to have developed your taste for fine living, you need to clarify your sense and sensibilities. Okay. Samudra Manthan, healing the fabric of time space, and without moving a muscle. Yeah? Now, let's begin a little bit about that. I invite you to bring your attention to your armpits. Yeah. Because you're more likely to notice warmth in your body in the region of your armpits. I can also say the warmth in your mouth. But as I was talking with many people, I discovered people have a difficulty feeling the warmth anywhere about their face. I tried having people breathe healthy naturally. They couldn't feel the nose. So then I got into further trouble. Yeah. Because I have to have people feel the nose. So instead of going to all those difficulties, I invite you to pay attention to your armpits and notice any sense of moisture, warmth, softness about your armpits. Because your armpits are also the place where there is several lymph nodes, rasa dhatu, the lymph node. Yeah. And tattva shuddhi, getting the water of your body, the substance of your body clearer, when you're paying attention to lymph, which is a drainage system of the body, it becomes easier to come to shuddhikaran, tattva shuddhi. So I invite you to pay attention to the warmth, moisture, and softness in your armpits. And if possible, try and bring your attention to the left and right sides of your body in terms of the movement of your chest as you're breathing. Notice the movement of your chest, front, side, back, as you're breathing. So there would be a natural rhythm to it. Alive people have a natural rhythm. Yeah. So pay attention to the natural rhythm of the movement of your chest as you're breathing, while you continue to pay attention as much as possible to the warmth in your armpits and in the sides of your chest. It's likely to have you get into a comfortable, but maybe a more relaxed state. Yeah? From the hustle and bustle and tension of the day. You can do this at any time of the day. Yeah. Anytime you feel a little stressed, anytime you feel a little overwhelmed, there's a lot to do. Yeah. Or you just want to catch a breath. Try and catch a breath this way. It's likely to relax you. At the same time, it's likely to improve your health. We will add on to this, on top of this. So your health improvement practices becomes better. But let's begin with this. Yeah. I will work on further exercises. Watch out for this background. Healthy natural breathing. I'm trying to bring a certain format so it becomes easier to recognize. So do let me know what you think in the comments, and I will work on improving the content and making the matter clear. Thank you so much for listening. Good day.